Hi everyone, welcome to the Sun City Stitchers Flosstube channel. I'm Carlene.
And I'm Marlene, and this is Flosstube number 76.
We are very happy that you are joining us this week. We want to say a great big welcome to our new subscribers and also a great big thank you to our returning viewers. We so appreciate you coming back for each episode and listening to what we have to say and looking at our projects and commenting. We love all your comments.
Yes.
It's just wonderful to hear from you.
Yes, it is.
And
really nice.
learn a little bit about people. And so we just love having you join us. We're happy that you like our content. If you have not subscribed, we hope you will take a minute and do that if you like what you see today. And again, just thank you for joining us. Marlene, what has been going on in your life?
Nothing. I've just been back to my tutoring after taking last week off for our trip. So I've been getting back into my tutoring schedule, and I lost one little student. They have a lot going on right now, so her mom wanted to discontinue tutoring, but I already got a new student.
Yes, you had one in the waiting, didn't you?
Yes, I did. So I'm just.
So you started working with a new student
On Wednesday.
Good. That's
on
good.
Wednesday, yeah.
Well,
but I'm probably only going to have her for about a month because then they're going to be traveling.
Oh wow!
So then I'll have another open spot. So I don't know if I'll just leave it because I know spring is really hard.
Yeah, it is.
So I don't know. I'll see.
I'll
see. Yeah, I'll see when the time comes. Other than that, not much.
We are filming Friday evening, so it is February the 16th. My cats have been fed, but they are a little bit angst. I don't know what's going on with them. Normally, they lay down and take a nap as soon as I feed them and they eat their dinner, but they're still roaming around. So you may or may not get to meet Mickey and Minnie this week.
They're crying and carrying on and
Charlie,
chasing each other.
My husband, is a high school track coach, and the season started. Their first meet was last weekend. And so he is at a meet and will be gone till later on this evening, probably late. And then,
is it a 2-day meet again?
Yes. So he will be gone most of the day tomorrow as well. So we do have a stitch-in coming up tomorrow that Marlene and I'll be going out to for a while.
Yeah.
And then we'll be home to watch basketball, college basketball.
Yes.
We had Valentine's Day, of course. Anything special at your house?
No. Danny brought me chocolate-covered strawberries over the weekend.
So that was nice.
Those.
Yes. I got chocolates from Charlie. I'll share them with you for Valentine's Day. And he brought me a really cute little bear.
Oh,
and
how cute.
Yes. But then we had a friend that delivered sweet treats.
Yes.
Laura brought really cute a little bucket and has goodies. We still have some of our goodies left.
Yeah, I have a few of mine left.
So that was so cute and so surprising.
Yes,
and
it
then
was such a nice
she
surprise.
also had made a copycat recipe for Starbucks cake pops. There's Mickey in back.
I didn't know he could. Oh, he
got on the chair. And then he thinks he's so smart. So now, of course, all you see is his tail. Mickey, that is just not very polite. So anyway, that was a nice surprise and very much appreciated.
Yes,
so
was.
Laura, if you're watching, thank you. Charlie and I loved it. And
yes, I did
I
too.
used it as part of my little centerpiece on our table.
It was very nice.
And
She dropped it off while I was tutoring. I left the door. She told me she was coming, so I just left the door unlocked.
Oh, that was cool.
So she just set it on my counter.
So you had a little surprise.
Yeah, so then I got to go see what she brought me after I was done with my session. Yes. So it was fun.
And then I tried a new recipe for dessert for Charlie and I, and it was a pecan upside down cake. I got it off Pinterest, and it was, there's Mickey. Just
there
he never gets up there. Look at him. Posing.
See, I told you.
Okay, get down now, Mickey.
He wanted to be part of
Flosstube. So anyway, it was very good. It was super simple. You started with just a white cake mix, And then you had some pecans and stuff that you did as a topping in the bottom of the pan, and it was really simple.
And it was done in a bundt pan?
A bundt cake pan.
It was very good. She gave me a piece when I came over this afternoon. So it was delicious.
So we have a little bit left. So yes, it was very good.
Very, very good.
So it was on Pinterest, and it was called a pecan upside down cake. If you want to look for the recipe, I'll try to link it, but I'm not positive I'll be able to do that. But I will try to link it in the comments.
That's a good idea. Okay.
Then Marlene, do you want to share about our what we're doing with our new starts? Last year we had tried using a new start journal from Artist Designs.
Yes.
And we liked it, except now when we're going back to try to look up what fabric did we use for that project, or now we're having to page through every single page in the book to find it, because it's not really in any order.
So Carlene,
do you want to show what we decided
Carlene came up with this idea to use just a little recipe. Well, yes, I'm sure.
Outside? Let me see if he'll go outside.
Just a little recipe box. And then we just put our new starts or our whips that we're working on in on an index card, and we listed different information.
I'm just going to leave the door open a little for the cats.
That will be good.
Yeah.
And so we just did it like that, and then we're putting the start date and the finish date, and then the date that it was FFO'd. So that's what we're doing.
And so we're going to go back and try to kind of remember our whips.
Yeah.
These are all the ones that were in our New Start Journal last year, and then we've started for this year.
Yeah, new starts from this year. And then we're just putting them in, by alphabetical order by the title of the name of the project.
Yeah, the design name, by design name. Because we talked about, were we going to do the designer? Were we going to do design name? But then, like Marlene said, we do a lot of the same designers. So then you're going to have, like, for example, we do a lot of Faith Works. So we're going to have a bunch of Faith Works in that section. And then, so it was more spread out if we did by design name.
So, and then I did, on some of mine, let me see, where's one that I did last night? Let me do Collector's Heart. When I did it, if I did floss substitutions, then I listed the floss substitutions on the back, like that. So
I haven't gotten to be that detailed yet.
That's what I did, because a lot of mine from before didn't have floss substitutions, but my new starts for Valentine's Day, a lot of them did.
Okay.
So that's why I just did it for the first time last night. So anyway, that's how we're organizing our new starts and our whips, so we can kind of keep a little bit better track.
We're gonna go ahead, and then it will be easy to look back.
Yeah.
When we're showing a project, it's easy to pull out that card and say this is what we used.
Yeah,
if we don't remember
the fabric. Yeah, it's really easy to find it.
Then we had a giveaway that we gave away our last video. And
did you bring that out?
I didn't. I forgot to get it out. But it was the heart boxes.
The heart blocks.
Heart blocks. Heart blocks. It was a FaithWorks design. And we did not hear from our viewer whose name we drew. And it was
ND Quilter 1.
So ND Quilter 1, maybe you didn't see us last time. If you will reach out to us, our contact email will be in the description box below. Reach out to us and we will get the heart blocks in the mail to you. And then we did do a giveaway last time.
And that was for, let me take
the Lizzie Kate,
A Little Love.
A Little Love. And we want to say congratulations to Marlene Davy 6262. Congratulations, you were the winner of the giveaway for last time. A Little Love by Lizzie Kate. So again, our email contact address will be in the description box below. Marlene, if you will reach out to us, we will get that off in the mail to you right away.
And it was a very fun stitch. I love stitching.
And it's small.
It's
Very
small,
fun and very
yes.
cute. We showed that last
Yeah.
week as a previous
Yes.
finish, so it was very nice. Okay, speaking of previous finishes, we were going to
yes.
show a couple of things.
Did
So,
you remember to get your other Okay.
so to start with, Marlene, do you want to tell a little bit about this one?
Oh.
We both stitched this one. This happens to be my piece. I'll
Yes.
hold it and you
Okay.
can talk about it.
This is Winter Hearts from Shepherd's Bush. And this one we took as a class.
It was a class exclusive pattern.
Yes, from and we did it out at the County Thread when Nancy Wahler owned her
I'm going to
shop
bring it
here
up
in
a
El
little
Paso.
closer.
And so we went every Tuesday night for I think
A month, I think.
a month or 6
weeks.
And so it was our first time stitching on linen. So Cardine and I were like really scared when we first started, and we got homework, and but we learned how to do all the different specialty stitches, and
And I think
it was-
each homework was like we had to have the heart
Hearts.
in the inside already outlined.
yeah, we had to do the back stitching on
And
them.
then Nancy taught us how to do the specialty stitches in each heart. And then we would go home and we would finish that heart and get the back stitching done for the next heart. And then we had only the border left to do when we finished the class.
Yeah.
So it's beautiful. I don't know
Yes,
if
it was
this
really
one
fun.
is available now.
I don't know.
At that time, it was a class exclusive. So I don't know now whether it's available or not. But it was a beautiful shepherd's bush done with silks.
And there was some hardanger.
Yes, we learned to do cut work. It was just a very nice little sampler, an easy way to learn specialty stitches, just
was
a little
really
at a
fun.
time. It was very fun.
I just thought of it the other day because it was about this time of year when we did that project.
Yeah.
So it was so fun going out, and every Tuesday it was something to look forward to when we were still teaching. And so it was
then-
just really fun.
I had a couple of projects that I have seen different floss tubers talking about. This one was A Moment in Chalk by Hands On Design. And I did this one a few years ago. I've not gotten it framed. And it was so fun. And I just, it's a big, huge project.
It
But
is big, but it's
I
really
did the center first, and then I just did each month as it came along, and I did the border a little at a time, so that I didn't have all of that left to do at the end. So small bites makes even a large project manageable. So this is one that I really want to go have framed. I stitched this on my favorite black, the 32 count charcoal Lugana, with the
really
called
pretty.
for, I believe they were all classic color flosses, but it was
So
whatever was called for.
And then the buttons, did they come with
They
it?
came with each chart.
Oh, okay.
Because the center square came as one, and then the border was separate. That may have been a free download. And then each of the months came in its own separate package with the buttons and
Oh, okay.
and the little button that had the name of the month.
Oh, so cute.
So yes, it was very fun.
That's really pretty.
And then I had one other one that I've seen people, lots of different Hakran Hollow designs. The one I did was Hakran Hollow's Village, the Village of Hakran Hollow.
the Village of
This
Hakran
is
Hollow.
by Carriage Samplings. This
Carriage
one,
House Samplings.
Carriage House Samplings. Thank you. So again, this one was one that I did a little at a time, just, one block. And if I finished one block, then I would always get the stitching done for the next block.
Like
so
the
that
outline.
the outline,
the
so
little
that when I
border.
was ready to start stitching this one again, I could start on the fun stuff on the inside. So I stitched this one on a 32 count fabric, but I don't know what the name of the
Oh, it
fabric
was
is.
32 count.
It was a 32 count. With the called for flosses, but I did convert it to anchor.
And does it call for the NPI silks originally, and then or DMC?
Or it gave a DMC conversion. And I did the DMC conversion, converted to anchor.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
It was so fun. And I did change this square right here, because it was supposed to be a solid black background, and I did a tent stitch with the black.
Yeah, so
it wasn't quite so stark, because it was so much background. So this was very fun. I love doing this. This Hawthorne Hollow is going to come up again a little later in our Flosstube today.
It is.
We just thought we would share those. Those are some that we both have done over the years that are large projects, but small bites at a time just make it seem really manageable.
Yeah.
So they were very fun projects to stitch. Okay, what's next, Marlene?
Okay, we're gonna do our FFO.
Oh,
So we each have just one, right?
one FFO.
Yes. This is our
Be Mine by
home from
Primrose Cottage.
I'll go a little
It was
closer.
stitched on 32 count fabric from our stash. I don't know exactly, an ivory something. And using the
color and cotton.
color and cotton. It was the set that Primrose Cottage had curated. And so we used those colors for that. This was a new start when we were visiting in Sedona. Our older sister, Linda, also stitched it. And so she said hers was almost finished. I'm sure she's finished hers too. And then I fully finished them just using a fabric from my stash, and I put a little red heart on the back to cover the opening, and used the pink pom-pom trim.
It's very cute.
So it turned out really cute.
Yes,
it was quick and easy to stitch and quick and easy to finish.
Yes. Okay. And then, so that was our one FFO that we had. And then we both have
Finishes.
Stitching
finishes.
I only have one.
I have 3, but, well, go ahead. Show
you pressed yours.
I did. I should have pressed yours.
Okay. This is mine, FGH from the ABC samplers from Little House.
So that's house number 3 for
House
you.
number 3 for me, yes.
3 of 24.
And I had, and I used all the called for flosses and the called for fabric, I believe.
Yes, remember we looked it up. It's the French,
Oh yeah, the
French country mocha.
or the French country lace or something.
Yeah. It's in the box.
Yes, it's in the box.
And I finished mine, ABC. This is the first house.
Oh, 32 count French country French mocha.
32 count country French mocha.
And it was done with Classic Color Works and Anchor.
Classic Color and Anchor. So that's mine. That's my 3rd house of 24, number 3 of 24. And Marlene, I'll keep yours because these will both get finished into little pillows. Then I finished my 2012 Prairie Schooler Santa. And I'm looking forward to starting another one this month.
I need to get mine out and work
He
on
was
mine.
stitched on 40 count country French mocha. No. Vintage country mocha. No, I'm getting all mixed up with the called for DMC flosses. Very fun. Very fun. But a lot more stitches than you think.
Yeah.
And then my our friend Trisha is doing the 24 new kit start group on Facebook or event on Facebook. And so my new kit start, the prompt that I used was a simple design. And I had a FaithWorks design that this will go on a box. dogs have owners, cats have staff. That's what I feel like, because that's my job when I'm at home during the day. Let the cat out, let the cats in, feed the cats, give the cats water, put them up on the sink so they can get water, put them down off the sink, turn the water off, turn the water on. That's what I do. I'm the staff for my cats. Anyway, so I would have had this finished today, except that the paint I was going to use for the box was dried up.
Oh,
So
you didn't get to do a full.
I didn't get to do a fully finish. But so that one is all done. So those are my finishes for this week.
That's very cute.
It's very exciting
Yes.
because they're getting done.
Yes.
All right.
Okay,
So
now
those are
we're going to
FFOs.
go on to our whips.
Whips. Yay. I have had 7 new starts in February.
And I have had 6.
And this was one of them, and it, of course, is done. This is one of them,
Yes,
and it's
mine too.
done.
Mine
And
too.
then I have some more that are going to be finished before
Yeah.
the end of the month.
mine
So
will
I'm
be
not
too.
really doing too badly as far as adding to
Yeah.
my whips, but that was a lot of starts. And
Yes,
I think
I have
we're
a lot.
planning still on a couple more
Yes.
this month. All right, Marlene. So
Okay,
what are we
so
gonna?
the first one we're going to show is our new one that we got when we visited the attic, Sarah Milthorp. And we have a little start on it because we started it last Wednesday when we were in Sedona.
Yes, we did. We started it Wednesday evening.
We got a little start on it. I'm
We are-
sorry I have a dangling thread.
We are stitching this on
Oh, here he comes.
40 count cream brulee,
brulee.
by Tabby Cat Linens.
Yes. And this was
And
my
we are
start.
using the 103.
Threes.
Now he's going to get up on the, no, you are
no.
Mickey.
So we're using the 103s, and it's on the cream brulee from Tabby Cat Linens. So, oh, and I really love stitching with the 103s.
Okay, I'll show what I have done.
It was very nice to stitch with.
This is mine. So I have some border done. I think I am going to go and do the bones of the border and go all the way
you are?
around.
Oh.
Yeah, probably.
I'm not.
But I did put some flowers in just to get a little bit of color because I was excited to see that. So, very pretty.
The
I'm
other
loving
way
this
works
design.
better for me.
Yes, it does.
For me, it works better. So I'm just going to keep doing it that way.
And speaking of Sarah Milthorp, if you watch Nicola Parkman, or if you don't, you need to watch. She always has a floss tube that comes out just about every single Sunday. She just started something, it's called Mrs. Parkman's Needle Academy. And she does like a little talk, and usually they're like presentations that she's done when she's done like workshops or retreats. And then she does a little talk about samplers and about the history of samplers. And she just did one called Rich Girl, Poor Girl, and she showed 2 different samplers. And one of them was Sarah Milthorp. And then she talked about it and about whether you could tell which one of the girls came from a more affluent family than the
And
other
which one
girl.
did?
It was, well, you need to watch her Flosstube and find out. I'm not going to give it away because you should have to guess just like I did, and then we can
I
talk
think
about
it was Sarah, but maybe it wasn't. Okay,
I'm
so
not going
then
to give it away. You should watch hers and learn about it.
Yes, I'll watch it.
It's very short. They're like
I usually
30
watch
minutes.
her. I just haven't watched
And
that
and
one
it's
yet.
separate from her regular
Okay.
floss tube.
And
So,
it's called?
but if you Mrs. Parkman's Needle Academy or Needlework Academy, and if you go to her feed on Nicola Parkman, it'll come up on her feed. But it's not her regular floss tube; it's separate.
Okay.
And it was very interesting. She has another one that I haven't watched yet. I don't remember what that topic is right now.
That sounds interesting, though.
It's very interesting.
Okay.
So anyway, check her out. If you haven't seen it, go find it and watch it because it's very interesting.
Okay. Okay, so then we're going to show, the next one we're going to show is our project that we're both doing for 1 thread a day. So mine is the Quaker Rocky Road from Tempting Tangles. And so we do one thread, we just do one strand a day, and whatever we get done on that strand,
Oh,
that's what we
look, you got this all filled in.
Yes. So, and I really like the way it's looking, like it's coming out. This is with Cat's Cat Dinky Dye. So it really looks like that chocolate and walnut fudge that you can get.
Yes,
So I really like the way.
the pieces of walnut in it. How cool!
So I
and
really
you were
like the way it's
stitching
turning.
this on 25 count.
25 count something. I don't know.
Okay, but it's an even weave.
It's an
25
even weave,
count.
yes.
Even weave.
With dinky dyes, and I'm doing it 1 over 1.
One strand of floss over one fabric thread on 25 count. Okay. And mine is, It Is Well by My Big Toe. This was our mother's favorite hymn. And I am stitching on 40 count antique white with
Oh wow, you've gotten a lot done.
the called for, mostly the called for flosses, they're Weeks Dye Works, except that it called for 2 like teal blues for the flowers, and because mother's favorite color was purple, I changed those 2 blues to purple, to 2 purples that are also Weeks Dye Works. And that's what I have done. I have to stitch yet for today.
Yeah, I haven't stitched
But
mine
I've
for
got
today yet either.
almost all of the border all the way across. And
It's coming really good.
and then I'm almost done with the second line. So I will finish the first verse before the end of February.
Oh, that's good.
Yes, so I'm excited. I'm
Yeah.
so excited with the progress that I'm making, just stitching
know,
one
I'm
thread a
excited
day.
too. I know,
So
me too.
what we do is we just pull out one strand from our floss. And of course, if you were stitching on something that you were using 2 strands, you do the 2 strands.
Yeah.
We happen to be stitching with 1 strand of floss. So we pull out 1 strand and stitch until it's gone, and then we're done. We put it away for the day. So it's very manageable to get it done.
Yeah.
It just,
Yeah, it's
so
really fun.
very fun.
Okay, then on Saturdays we're working on a garden or a farm. So for the month of February, I'm working on Cloister Garden. This is from
by
Drawn Thread, and it came as a
is
kit.
just insisting he's going to say hello.
It came as a kit
Let me pick him
with
up.
NPI silks.
I'll
and-
bring him around so
okay.
he can say hello.
Okay.
Maybe he'll be nice.
Okay. And I think it said it was on.
Here he is.
There he is. Oh, he is saying hello. He's saying hello to all the Flosstubers.
I know you like to be snuggled. I know.
Yes.
You've gotten a lot of attention today. You snuggled with me. You helped me cross stitch.
Can't you go back and sleep on the guest?
You helped me
in the guest room
finishing
again?
room. I don't know what you want. Do you want a drink of water?
So anyway, so this was stitched. This is being stitched on. I think we weren't sure if this was the correct fabric, but it says it calls for 32 count lavender mist. So I'm not sure if that's the fabric that I used or if I used something from my stash, but it is being stitched with the threads that came with the kit, which are the NPI silks. So I worked right here on this center garden. I got the 4 little outer triangles done. So now I'm putting in these diamond shapes and I'll fill those in, and there's a lot of different specialty stitches in those. So this is what I'm going to be working on tomorrow.
Very pretty.
So that's what I have done.
And I am working on Grandma's Rose Garden. This is a design done by Brenda Coker. It's not really a cross stitch, it's more of a needle point. I'm stitching it on an even weave 25 count. I believe it's 25 count.
I think it is.
It's sandstone. It says 18 count. Yeah, that's probably right. An 18 count. And this is what I have done. I will finish this
You got a lot
probably tomorrow. I have all of the flowers are done now. All of the fill-in is done in the background, except for this last side right here. I have to finish that. And then there's a row of satin stitch, 3 rows of satin stitch that go around the perimeter for the garden path. Yes, and it's going to go fast. So I will get this one finished tomorrow.
Oh, that's good.
Yes, so that one will be done.
I'm hoping I can get mine done. I don't know. It's a lot of.
I'm going to be very happy to have that one off my whip list.
Okay, and then we're doing my Sunday sampler was the Bristol sampler from Hands Across the Sea, and this is Louisa Coolymore. And I'm stitching it on Cream and Sugar from Fiber on a Whim with Trinway Silks number 42.
And it's 40 count.
And it's 40
cream and
count.
sugar.
Yes, 40 count cream and sugar. So that's what I have done.
I'll show this again just so you can see. So she's got all of this top done, and then she's worked down here about halfway across that row right in here. So you're almost down to where you'll be working on motifs.
Yeah, I am. I just have this last row of.
I have not worked on Mary Hillier, so I'm down 2 Sundays. I'm going to work on her tomorrow and Sunday, and then next weekend, Saturday and Sunday. So that garden is going to have to hurry up and get done. Because I lost my thread.
Yes.
I couldn't find my red thread anywhere, so
what happened to
I
it?
have no idea. It'll turn up somewhere, but right
if
now
it fell out of your bag and kitties chased it under something.
they don't usually do that, but I don't know. I can't find it anywhere.
Okay. Then on Mondays, we work on our New to Me designer. So for February, my New to Me designer was From the Heart by Wendy. And I chose the February Quaker.
And it's so pretty.
And this is what I have done.
Oh, you're coming along nicely. This was a big motif.
Yes, it was big. It took forever. Now the other ones, well, of course, those 2 are very, very small. But even this one was kind of big, but it's going much quicker. So,
and what are you stitching on?
What am I stitching on? I don't remember.
Was it an Atomic Ranch? Embellish.
Embellish, yes.
Embellish.
40
count.
Embellish by Atomic Ranch. And I'm using the called for classic colors.
Okay, my New to Me designer was Lindy Stitches. And I am doing one of her airmail series, the Rose-Breasted Cockatoo. So he is just darling. I think he is so cute. He's going to be such a cute little pillow. And this is what I have done. Oh, so I've started filling in. This looks weird because there's a line, but it was only because I started right in the middle and then I just went across to get up to his head. I'm stitching this on 32 count petal by Picture This Plus using all the called for flosses, but she called for a couple of DMC, and I did use the anchor conversion for that.
That's really cute.
Yes, he is super fun. I should get him finished Monday night. I should be able to finish him. Or Monday, when I stitch on him Monday.
Hoping I can get
I'm using 2 strands of floss over 2 fabric threads for that one.
For sure. Okay, you want to do that one next?
Okay, then I am doing the Sal with Teresa Kogut, the Hometown Sal. We just got the second part. The first part was right to the end of this yellow house. So this is the second part. I have the first part almost finished. She is using some Weeks Dye Works and other, cotton overdyed flosses. I'm not going to do that Because like this time she had 2 colors and I didn't have either one of them in my stash. I'm going to just use the DMC colors that she calls for because I like the way it looks.
It looks really
So
pretty.
I did rip out this outside row and put it in with the dark because she said that she had done that and I wasn't happy with how the color was showing up. I'm stitching it on 40 count up in the attic by Fox and Rabbit and using 1 strand of floss of the DMC floss over 2 fabric threads. It's very fun.
Have you used Fox and Rabbit fabric
No,
before?
this is my first time.
Do you like it?
I
Is it
really
easy to
like
stitch
it.
on?
Very easy to stitch on. It is beautiful, beautiful linen. I'm loving it.
I would
This
like to
is
get a Fox and
the
Rabbit.
sal that is going to take us 2 years to finish.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Okay.
Now we're going to do the Collector's Heart, 2024 Collector's Heart from Heart in Hand.
Did you see that one of their market releases from Heart in Hand is a collection of some of her earlier collector's hearts? I think there's 1 new design, which is a drum, and then there's 4 or 6 years. It's a collection from
Didn't we read somewhere or somebody said it started in 2018?
No, it's been going, I said that, but I was wrong.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's been going on for longer than that.
Oh, okay.
And so she has like several years and they're all in one book.
how
And then
fun.
1 new design that's a drum that's
would love
really
to
pretty.
get that, 'cause
It's
I
on my
really
wish
like it.
list. I love
This
this
is what
design.
I have done.
And now Marlene, you changed the colors.
Yes, I changed my colors. Because
We
I
are
didn't have
stitching it
any.
on the called for fabric, which was
Yes.
32 count platinum.
Yes. And then I changed almost all of the colors.
And
And they're still like over dyed, but they're just not the called.
And
for
let me
over
show
dyes.
you side by side then. This was the called, let's back up just a little. These were the called for flosses. So Marlene pulled colors, but look how close it really is.
Yeah, I looked at the picture and I pulled threads. That
It's
were close.
beautiful.
Yeah.
It turned out really
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, I really
You did
like
a
my
good
colors.
job.
Yeah, I really like the colors I picked.
So
I think
mine,
it looks really
I
pretty.
happen to have the colors in stash,
yeah,
but
I
then I
didn't.
ran out of one.
Yeah,
So I
I
had
didn't.
because
I didn't have any of them. So, well, I maybe had like 1 or 2, but I was like,
I had all of them. I don't know how that happened because we
no, but
usually
I didn't. So
well.
okay, and then we started
A new start.
a new
This one
start.
we started last
Yes.
week on Tuesday
Yes.
in Sedona. Marlene and I started it together. So that
Yes.
was another new start for
Yes.
us.
And then this is another new start. We started this one on Valentine's Day.
Just
The
because
Valentine's Day Quaker from Primrose Cottage.
I couldn't have it in my stash and not start.
I know, me either.
And now
So cute.
Nashville Market, they have a patriotic
Mm-hmm.
one. I'm sure you've all seen it. It's beautiful. And
is.
she is using
2
the
colors.
2 or 3 colors.
2 or 3.
So that it's red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. And then they are releasing the Spring Quaker, which is done in purples,
Yes,
lavenders.
yes.
Blooming Crocus is the color she used to stitch it.
Yeah, I've used that one before.
It's beautiful.
So anyway,
So pretty.
so that's
Okay, so what
this
did
one.
you get done?
Well, I didn't get very much.
Okay, and now Marlene, you changed because
I
you could
didn't-
not get
no,
ripe
I couldn't
watermelon.
get ripe melon. I couldn't
Ripe
find
melon.
it anywhere.
So
So
you're
I switched
using-
it, and I'm using Weeks Dye Works Crepe Myrtle.
And I have a full skein of that. I'll give it to
good.
you. It's
Okay.
in my Valentine
But
bag.
this is all I have done.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, but isn't it pretty? I like the way it's changing, and
Yeah, it's very pretty.
I
This
think
is,
it's really
I'm
pretty.
using, because I hopped on right away, because I get up at 6:30 in the morning. So I can hop on right away and order things and I get
Before.
it. And by the time Marlene gets up, they're all gone. If I was a
get up
nice sister, I would just order for her.
yes, but then that would be spending.
That
lots of
gets to
money
be a
for-
lot of money.
Yes.
And so this is what I have done, stitching with the ripe melon. And this
That's
is the called for fabric, which was the 32 count blush. And Marlene's using the called for
Yes.
fabric.
And I
So,
think my thread looks
It's
really,
really
pretty on it.
It does. It's
It looks
beautiful.
really pretty.
Yeah.
It's maybe a little more muted, I think, than
Oh,
yours.
I thought your colors were a little darker.
Yeah, it's a little darker, not quite so bright.
I just watched Colorado Stitcher Colorado cross stitcher, Colorado stitcher.
Colorado cross stitcher.
And she was talking again about the warm and cool colors. So interesting.
It
so
is.
do you think, is mine warm and yours cool?
I think so.
That's what I was kind of thinking.
I think that's...
I think yours is a cool, whereas mine is a warm.
I think so, because yours has more of a yellow tone.
Yeah, it has that.
And mine has more of a blue.
Blue undertones. So anyway, it's, if you haven't watched her, she's done 2 different floss tubes now where she's talked about warm and cool colors and why, if maybe you have a project that you're just not happy with, it could be that you just need to switch out a floss color or 2 because you're not liking the way they mesh together.
Right.
It's very interesting. So Sherry, the Colorado cross stitcher.
Yes.
She owns a shop and she has an online shop in
Loveland, Colorado?
Yeah, Colorado. Well, yeah, Colorado cross stitching.
So anyway, and then this was our new start yesterday. And this was a start for Michelle from Lone Star Stitchers. This was her birthday. She's doing a Rosewood Manor.
Yes.
So do you want to show the one she's doing?
We're
just supposed to do a Rosewood Manor. It's a
and
Rosewood
stitch
Manor
with
style.
her. So she's doing a sal. She and some of her friends are doing Bramley Garden, and then they invited anybody who wanted to stitch along just to stitch any Rosewood Manor. So I have this pattern in my stash. It's on my I want to do someday.
Yes.
But
then we bought this one at camp, and we thought this was such a perfect one to start for February.
So what did you get done?
Of love. I only got a little tiny bit done.
We're stitching this on 40 count antique white using Dinky Dye silks. Marlene and I did our own conversion. So this is what I have done. I started in the top left corner. And so I have the alphabet done across the top and the word love. I did pull in one dark maroon color. It's a sampler thread. I just felt like I needed one more dark color.
I just got the little tiny start on. I got the leaf.
Oh, on a leaf. So let me show. Marlene is stitching. She started it right in the center, so she's stitching this leaf.
And
I did the alphabet and these letters.
I think I showed it upside
and
down.
Started this. Oh, I didn't think you did.
Because the leaf this little leaf is below it, so it goes like that.
So 40 count antique white using one strand of Dinky Dye silk. And we did our own little conversion for that.
I really loved doing it. Okay, that's all I have.
Okay, and then I have 2 more. This is my second house for February. It's one of my whips, Pretty in Pink by Stacy Nash. And I'm stitching on 40 count Dune by Atomic Ranch.
Stitching on that?
I love it.
Yeah, I really like it.
I really like this fabric.
That's what I'm
And this is what I have done. So the green stem is all done. Do you want to show that pattern again? The green stem is all done on that plant that's running along the side right here. So I'm ready to start working on the flowers. I've got 2 more Thursdays to work. So next week, I'm hoping to get these little motifs done. Between now and next Thursday, I want to get these flowers put in. And then next Thursday, work on these motifs, and I have a little bit of this pot left to finish. And then the last week of February, I'll have the house to do.
Oh, that's not bad.
So it's very, very pretty. I'm loving it. I'm using the Called for Weeks Dye Works floss.
That's really pretty.
And then I had a new start this morning because I finished my other small, which was the Cats Have Staff. And so I started this Primrose Cottage, Sweetheart. And I got the outline all done. I'm stitching on a 27 count antique white linen, 2 strands of floss over 2 fabric threads. So I got that much done, and I will finish it tomorrow because there's just, it's very simple.
So you said you thought this was some kind of banding?
It was because it was it was some kind of banding because it has a finished edge here. And it's just a little tiny square, and I thought, I'll just use a little bit of that and
I wonder if my lovebirds would fit on.
I'm sure they would because I think they were this size. So those are all of our whips.
Yes, it's all of our whips. Okay,
All right.
So next we're gonna talk about another new start that we're gonna do.
Did we have haul? Well,
No, we didn't.
this is haul.
Yeah, this is haul.
This
haul
is
and our new.
And I did get my Trinway silk number 20 so that I can work on Mary Hillier. And then I had to order more red licorice for my collector's heart. That was the extent of my haul this week, except for let's take it out.
My haul.
Let's take it out of the plastic. Marlene and I have decided, and we would like to know if any of you are going to do a leap year start. We decided that we want to do a leap year start of a large project that we can kind of divide into 4 parts that can be done each year until the next leap year. So, Marlene, which project did you choose to do?
I chose to do the Houses of Hawkran Hollow.
Oh, it's so pretty.
So I am very, very excited.
Even though I've done the village, I kind of want to do the houses too.
They're really pretty. I was looking at the pattern.
So
it looks like
pretty.
A lot of fun.
So
looks like
we need to take a look at that and decide which fabric you're going to use.
Yes.
I am going to be doing Jenny Bean from the parlor. For the parlor. It is a design that is in 8 parts. So the first part is the alphabet. These alphabet capital letters are done in Algerian eye.
Yeah,
Eyelets. And this is the whole piece.
Oh,
it's 8 parts. And this was just a picture I found of it so that you could see, but you can see how big it is because the framed piece is almost as tall as the woman holding it. And so I'm going to do 2 parts each year because then that would bring me to 8 parts in 4 years. How are you going to divide yours up?
I'm going to do 3 blocks every year.
And then you said something about kind of just thinking about each box would be divided into 4, and then you would do each part in 4 months.
Right.
Each one part of this block, like it would be February, March, well not February, March, April, May, June. And then you would have this next block and do a 4th of it. So anyway,
I don't know
is there, we're just curious. We'd like to know if you have like a big project that's been on your wish list that you put off and think, oh no, that's too big, I'd never get it done. Because again, little pieces at a time, and it's surprising how much you get accomplished just doing a little bit at a time. And
and being consistent about it.
Yeah. So anyway, maybe you have something that's been on your wish list and you've not done it because you think it's too big. Maybe leap year would be the perfect time. So February 29th, Marlene and I are going to be starting our leap year projects.
I'm very excited.
We'd love to have you join us.
Yes.
I would be interested to see what you would like to do for a leap year project.
Yes. It would be very interesting to see what other people come up with. What other big projects are out there.
Yes. Oh, I know I've seen a lot that are beautiful that I'd like to do, and it's like,
Okay, so next we're going to show some of the new Nashville Market releases that are on our wish lists. So, Colleen, you want to start? Because I'm still pulling my neck.
Yes. Okay, here's one, Heartstring Samplery. And it's called Home. This is done in different versions. She has home is where your honey is, and it has bee skeps. And then home is where your dog is, or where your dog goes, something. And then home is where your purr ball is. So of course, this is the one I want to do. Look at the little cat bird watching on top of the roof. I just think this is beautiful. I love the border. So this one is on my wish list.
That could be Mickey. He got up on the roof one time.
Yes, he did. I know.
Could crawled up the ladder with Charlie.
With Charlie.
Okay, one of them that's on my, well, I actually already ordered this from, it's on the pre-order from
Colorado Cross Stitching?
No, yeah, did I do Colorado Cross Stitching?
I think you did.
I did. So anyway, and this is In Praise of Pollinators by the Blue Flower.
I love that one. That one's on my wish list too. I think really that pretty. One is just gorgeous.
It is really
pretty. The colors are so pretty.
So that
and
one,
then
that one I'm already getting.
Another one on my wish list is a companion piece to JBW's Bluebirds of Happiness that Marlene and I did last year.
That's really pretty.
And this is When Cardinals Appear.
That's really pretty.
It is just beautiful. I love the color palette on this.
It would be for Mom again.
Yes, lots of cardinals.
Anyway,
it's a companion piece. It's done on a fabric that we have in stash already, Atomic Ranch, weathered stone. And then it's, I believe, Weeks Dye Works flosses.
That's really pretty.
I love that
pretty.
one.
Okay, then another one on my wish list is, let me see if I can make it big.
This one's on my list too. Oh, but then you lose some of it.
Then I lose some
what if you turn it?
Well, I have to do something different to turn it. Okay, so this is Flowers of Quaker from Rosewood Manor.
Oh,
and it's stitched with the Valdani floss.
And it comes in little balls.
Spools. Yeah, it shows it here.
Oh, yeah, right down here in the corner. That's the Valdani thread.
And I've never used it, so I would love to do that.
Oh, that's so pretty. That one's on my list too. Yes. But you buy the pattern and the thread also, so it's a little bit pricier. Yeah. But that might be one that I want to see. And then I had one that was the Proper Stitcher, Annie Turner, a design. It's, this is not showing up very good. It's Strength and Dignity.
Oh, that's pretty.
And it has the dogwood flowers here. These are dogwood flowers. And it's a verse from Proverbs. It's just beautiful. That pretty pink house. I think it's going to turn. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. It turns if I try to turn it. It's got a little pink house down here in the corner. Just very pretty.
That is pretty.
That's on my wish list.
And this is Houses of the Seasons from Shannon Christine. I like that one too.
That's very colorful.
Yeah, and I like the way that it's not showing up very good, but I like the way that she used different colors to make it look like the different texture, like the grass, the water.
Really pretty.
I thought that was really cool.
It's very pretty. And it's all 4 seasons in one picture.
I think it's really cute.
This one was Mary Butler by My Sister's Samplers. And I love the color palette, but the roosters. Look at the cute little roosters here.
And who was this by?
By My Sister's Samplers.
Oh.
Isn't that so pretty? And it's you lose a little bit of the color. It's reds, whites, and blues.
Oh, that's really cute.
I really love that. I thought that one was very cute and very different.
And then this one is when I think of flowers, and this was from the Pansy Patch Quilts. I thought that one was really pretty. I guess I had flowers. I'm thinking of spring.
That was Pansy Patch Quilts?
Pansy Patch Quilts. No, it was, sorry.
No.
Putini?
Yeah, we're not sure how to say that.
Yeah. Or Puntini,
I love that.
Puntini.
Again, bright colors, Marlene.
Yes,
so
I know.
Pretty.
I guess I'm thinking of spring. Yeah, Puntini.
My next one, we have just a couple more that we're going to share. My next one is the Serenity sampler from Teresa Kogut. Oh, I just think this is so pretty. And I love the alphabet in the boxes up here. You don't usually see that.
Oh, yeah.
But the 2 deer, one on each side of the house, the alphabet is in boxes, which I think is really unique. These 2 beautiful baskets and motifs up here on the top are pretty. The border is gorgeous. I really like that one.
And then I have this one, the Bramble Cottage.
Oh, I
from
love
Blue
that
Ridge,
one.
Blue Ridge Designs, Blueberry Ridge Designs. I think that one's
really cute.
Yeah, I think that one's really cute. I like that one. That's another one.
I like
I have a couple more.
Silver Creek Samplers, Day of Jubilee. I think this is so pretty. And the little description said this was depicting Harriet Tubman.
Oh.
And the year 1849 is on the flag, and that was the year that she escaped and gained her freedom.
Oh.
I just think that is so pretty. Silver Creek Samplers.
Oh, that's really pretty.
And I really,
and what does
really
it say?
like that one. It says, "Such a glory in all I see, now that I can say I'm free."
Oh.
I just think it's
that's
stunning.
really pretty.
I love it. So this may be a patriotic one that I start. And this is, I've not stitched Silver Creek Samplers before.
Either.
So I haven't checked the dimensions, but it could be a new to me designer. And that would be the one I would start.
I might do that one too.
I think it's beautiful.
Because I left it open. I mean, I put things down, but I can't change it. And then I have Hester's
Easter Jumper.
Yes, Easter Jumper. This is from Pansy Patch Quilts.
She is so cute.
I know, I thought she was so cute.
I really like
adorable. I thought she was so cute with her flowers and I like the her little like ankle bracelet things she has, the little flowers she has around her ankles.
Oh, how
cute. That's so cute. So.
And then I had one by Lindy Stitches. I think she is just adorable. The Queen of Thread.
That's really cute.
I think that one is
standing
really
on her little tomato.
On her little tomato pincushion.
That's cute.
I just think she's so cute. So that's going to go on my wish list, and it's going to be a for sure because it's a small. So then if I have a big one, I like to have different sizes and different designers.
And then this is my last one, Come Stitch in My Garden, and this is also from Pansy Patch Quilts.
That one is really pretty too.
Yeah, I thought it was really pretty.
The ones you picked are all ones that are on my list too, except I hadn't. When I Think of Flowers had not caught my eye, and that's the only one. The other ones were all kind of like on my radar also. So anyway,
I think it's really
I'm sure you all have been shopping.
I like all that row of flowers down there with the little birds.
I do too.
Really
Marlene and I set ourselves a budget, and we're pretty strict with our budget because you could go crazy and buy everything, and obviously our budget does not allow for that.
Especially since we already went to the attic.
Yes. But we make a wish list because then as the year goes on, you can pick them up. It's not like if you don't buy them now, you won't ever be able to get them. So I
still have one from last year I want to get.
A couple of sites. We ordered last year from Colorado Cross Stitcher. She did a very nice job of sending stuff out. Primrose Cottage, of course, has a beautiful online site with Nashville Market. Lindy Stitches has a phenomenal website, and she's posting. If there's something you've seen and you don't see it on her site, you can send them an email and they will put it up. They also will combine orders for you so that you aren't paying shipping. Like if you go in and order 2 and then you go in another day and you order 2 more, they will combine so that you don't pay shipping twice.
That's nice.
So that's very nice. And not all shops are able to do that, but they do have that capability. And so that they're a a good spot. Of course, if you have a brick and mortar local needlework shop, how nice.
I know.
Definitely go to them because they most likely are either they're placing orders or they're going to market. So make sure that you know check in with them. But it's just an exciting time.
Yes,
it's
it is.
exciting to
It
see
is.
new designs. It's exciting to see how much enthusiasm the designers have and how
Yeah.
excited they are to share their new designs.
Yeah.
So what a wonderful
And-
craft
well,
we
and
get to enjoy.
I know, and it's so nice because for a while it really kind of almost disappeared. There wasn't a big market for it.
No,
And now
but
it
it's
just
really
seems like
come
it's come back. So
Yes,
it's just so fun to
it's
see
fun.
all the different designs and all the new designers.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I love. It's
really,
so fun.
really fun.
It's really fun.
So, what about what's coming up, Marlene? What are you going to be stitching this
I'm going to be
next couple
finishing
weeks?
my Valentine whips that I've
Me
already
too.
showed.
Valentine
And
whips.
then I want to start.
And of course, I already shared that I'm going to be getting out my Mary Hillier because I have not worked on her.
Yes. And then I'm going to start. Are you starting this one too?
Yes.
Big Hearted Tiny Town.
Once I finish
end of
either Collector's Heart or Valentine Quaker, whichever one gets done
Yeah.
first, then I'm going to do Big Hearted.
Start that one.
Start Big Hearted Tiny Town.
And then I also want to work on.
Oh, your
Yes, my next house. It's an Anniversaries of the Heart pumpkin farm. And I showed it last time, I think.
Yes, you did.
So
you did.
I didn't bring it this time because I haven't worked on it yet.
No, because you just finished
I
your
just finished my FGH last day.
house. So that will be your fourth house for this
Yes,
year. So right on track.
I don't know. Well, we'll
And
see
I'm
if I can
working
get it
on
done.
Pretty in Pink, and it's going to
Yes.
be a push to get that one done for me. And then I would like to get a start on another Prairie Schooler Santa because my goal is to have 12 done by the end of the year. So this
I
is the
haven't even
one.
finished the first one. I need to
This
get
is the
busy.
one that I'm going to be starting by the end of
That's
the
the one
month.
I'm doing now.
Yes, it's so pretty. I
need
love
to
all
get
the
it out.
snowflakes.
I need to get
About this time last year was when they released this design. So
Yeah.
we should be watching now for 2024 Santa so that we can get that one
Yes.
also.
Yes. So,
Okay.
That's
We did not do a giveaway this week.
No.
I just didn't have a chance to go dig through
No.
stuff and see what we had. So next time, we will be doing our Flosstube. The next time it will be March the 1st. Is that right? Yes. Yes.
or,
Uh-huh.
or February 29th.
Yesterday was the 15th. So next Thursday will be the 22nd and the 29th will be Thursday.
Yeah.
Friday, March the 1st
First.
will be our next Flosstube.
That's right. I was thinking today was Thursday.
Yeah, nope, it's not. So, thank you again for joining us.
Yes, thank
again,
you.
we so appreciate comments and that you join us. We just love hearing from you. Just a reminder, if you have a rosewood manor in your stash, drag it out, work on it, and join Michelle in her birthday sal. I will put the hashtag in the description box for that so that you can and be sure to tag her on Instagram if you put something up. And then don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like our video. Leave us a comment, even though we aren't doing a giveaway this
And if you'd like to
week.
share it with a friend, that would be great.
Yes, we'd love
would
to have you share. We do have a Flossiversary coming up in a couple of months. Marlene and I have set kind of a very soft little goal. We'd like to hit 1,000 subscribers. But I mean, we don't do this to get subscribers. We like to have lots of subscribers because we love to share. We love cross stitching. We love that we get to do it together. And we are so thrilled that we get to share it with so many of you. So do share our channel with others. And we have a page, a Facebook page called Sun City Stitchers. You're welcome to join that. There are 3 questions to answer. And then either Marlene and I will approve you. And then we have Instagram accounts that are sad, so we're not even going to talk about that.
Yes.
We're
trying to
we
work
have
on
a
this.
plan.
Yes, we do.
We just haven't gotten to that part
No.
yet. But anyway, we're happy you joined us. We hope you all have a wonderful weekend, that you get lots of cross stitching. And remember that a day without laughter is like a day without sunshine.
So wherever you are, bring your own sunshine
And keep on stitching. See you in 2 weeks.